Welcome, audience of one. As I mentioned in my intro video, I'd be doing a series of videos on different types of demons. It'll take several videos to cover the subject entirely. So tonight I'm going to start out with a personal encounter that really was my awakening point of understanding just how real they are. Because on this day 12 years ago, I was attacked by one, and it actually left physical evidence on my body. Leading up to that day, you could sense there was something definitely brewing. There was dogs. Our dogs were on edge. They wanted to hide under furniture. They had never done that before. Glass, glass bowls, drinking glasses just seemed to shatter on their own. A few times while I was holding a bowl or a glass, and it just exploded like something had just smashed it out of my hand. So on the day of the attack, probably the most unusual kind of heads up for it, there was black slime on some of our cabinets. Just thought that was maybe something got spilled or possibly leaked. Didn't think anything of it. So on that fateful day, while taking a shower, the water got extremely hot. We lived in a very old home, so it was pretty unusual to have hot water for any period past about 2 to 3 minutes, let alone scalding, because it was not getting lukewarm to cold, it was going to boiling point. It got to the point where I couldn't even move. I was pinned up against a wall, unable to even reach the handles. And with all this hot water, I could barely see anything going on in the bathroom because there was a good amount of steam. So I saw a male figure coming, and at first I thought it was my husband, but I soon realized it was not him because he didn't have glowing eyes. He was also winged. And when I tried to scream, he lunged at me and was biting my neck. I could feel puncture wounds in my neck, and I thought for sure there was going to be ripped flesh and blood all over me. When I was able to finally get something out and scream, my husband came in. He was able to turn off the hot water by using a towel, because the handles had gotten so hot that he wasn't even able to turn them off, just using his bare hand. And the first thing I had him do was inspect my neck. He didn't see anything. Well, I kept feeling I didn't feel anything, but even with that, I still wanted to check. So there wasn't any puncture wounds on my neck, but when I went to inspect further down my shoulder, there were 2 big scratches that were across my back that I couldn't have got with anything in the shower at all. So this particular incident really restructured my perspective of the supernatural. Up until this time, everything seemed to be pretty positive, but this was definitely a game changer and a very rude awakening that everything in the supernatural is not good. So I'm going to close tonight with a reminder from Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.